Good afternoon, Nigeria. Welcome to the World News on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. On World News on Some TV, we give you all the latest news around the world. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, World News continues. Welcome back to World News on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. I am your uncle, Abraham Manajoda, and on the World News today, we're going to be looking at news across the world, and we're excited to bring to you the sports related on the Ukraine-Russia conflict, Africa in focus, highlighting the recent developments in the Sahel region, and business brief covering the impact of global market trends. Let's dive in and stay informed. Now here are the major headlines. Finland president says no serious U.S. discussion on NATO withdrawal. Nigeria withdraws from Lake Chad military force amid security concerns. Convicted war criminal Lubanga announces new rebel group in eastern Congo. Now the news in full. Finland president says no serious U.S. discussion on NATO withdrawal on Monday, that he has not heard any serious discussion within the U.S. administration about a potential withdrawal from NATO. Speaking at an event at the London School of Economics, Stubb emphasized that no credible U.S. official has suggested such a move. I'm yet to hear from anyone serious inside the U.S. administration, and has stressed anyone serious in the U.S. administration, saying that they are somehow withdrawing from NATO, Stubb said. His comment comes just days after an announced meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump in Florida, where the two leaders discussed various topics and played a round of golf. Stubb also defended Trump's approach to NATO, saying what President Trump is doing now is correct. He's putting pressure on European states to increase their defense expenditure and take more responsibilities for their own security. Trump has repeatedly criticized European NATO members for not meeting their defense spending commitments, questioning why the U.S. shoulders the bulk of NATO's financial budget. And a related development on war, Nigeria has officially withdrawn from the multinational Joint Task Force, an international military coalition established to combat armed Islamist group in West African Lake Chad region. The announcement was made through a government bulletin aired on state television, citing the need to prioritize security around the country's oil assets. The MNJTF, which includes troops from Nigeria, Chad, and Cameroon, has been engaged in counterinsurgency operations since 2025. However, internal division and coordination challenges have hindered effectiveness, allowing insurgent groups to remain active across the region's sparsely populated landscape. As of now, the MNJTF has not released an official statement on Nigeria's withdrawal, leaving questions about the coalition's future effectiveness. The Lake Chad area has witnessed numerous attacks from militant factions, including Islamic State in West Africa and Boko Haram. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has confirmed that all crew members aboard a Ghanaian registered fishing vessel, which was targeted in a suspected piracy attack, are currently safe. The incident, which occurred on March 27, involved 7 armed individuals boarding a vessel in Ghanaian waters and firing warning shots. According to the Ghanaian military, 3 Chinese nationals went missing and were initially believed to have been kidnapped. Speaking at a press conference on Monday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jianko assured that the situation was under control. All crew members are currently safe, Guo stated. go further, noted that the Chinese embassy in Ghana has promptly activated its emergency response mechanism upon learning of the attack and has maintained close communication with the Ghanaian authorities. French far-right leader Marine Le Pen has been found guilty of embezzling European Union funds and banned from running for public office for 5 years. This verdict effectively blocked her bid for the 2027 presidential election. Le Pen, the leader of the National Rally Party, was accused of using European Parliament money to pay staff who was working for her party in France. The Paris court President Benedict de Bertios deemed Le Pen's actions a serious and lasting attack on the rules of democratic life in Europe, especially in France. The court's decision has sparked outrage amongst Le Pen supporters, with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban sending a message of solidarity to Le Pen saying, "Je suis Marine." Jordan Bardella, Le Pen's protege and successor as Iran's president, condemned the ruling, stating that it was an attack on French democracy. Le Pen ban from running for office is a significant blow to her party's chances in the 2027 presidential election. Previous polls have shown Le Pen as a strong contender to replace Emmanuel Macron, who is unable to seek a third consecutive term in office. Prince Harry has been accused of harassment and bullying at scale by Sophie Chandauka, the chairperson of the St. Tebale charity, which he co-founded in 2006. The accusation comes after Prince Harry and his co-founder, Prince Seeiso of Lesotho, quit the charity earlier this week. Chandauka alleged that Prince Harry unleashed the suspect's PR machine on her after publicly quit as a patron of the charity. She claimed that Prince Harry's actions were an example of harassment and bullying at scale and had a damaging impact on her and the charity staff. A close source to the charity's trustees and patrons counters to Chandauka's claim, stating that Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso had sent a resignation letter to the chairperson and trustees on March 10. The source also alleged that Chandauka's claim was a publicity stunt. The role between Prince Harry and Chandauka has raised questions about the charity's governance and management. Chandauka has previously stated that there have been friction between the charity UK-based staff and those in Lesotho and Botswana, triggered by efforts to transform the charity and shift decision-making to leaders in Southern Africa. U.S. President Donald Trump has expressed his frustration with Russian President Vladimir Putin, threatening to impose secondary tariffs of 25% to 50% on buyers of Russian oil if Moscow blocks its efforts to end the war in Ukraine. Trump's comment came after Putin criticized Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky's leadership, prompted to say he was pissed off at Putin. Trump told NBC News that he could impose the new trade measures within a month, reflecting his growing frustration about the lack of movement on a ceasefire in the 3-year conflict. The proposed tariffs will target countries that buy Russian oil, with Trump warning that if you buy oil from Russia, you can do business in the United States. The move could potentially hit China and India, which have been significant buyers of Russian oil. Trump's threat follows a series of trade measures imposed during his first 2 months in office, including duties on steel, aluminum, and cars. The U.S. has now imported any Russian barrels of crude oil since April 2022, according to U.S. government data. In a related news, Trump also said he could hit buyers of Iranian oil with secondary sanctions if Tehran does not reach an agreement to end its nuclear weapons program. South Korean actor Kim Soo-hyun has denied allegations that he dated actress Kim Sa-rong when she was underage. Breaking down in tears during a press conference in Seoul, Kim Soo-hyun, 37, admitted to dating Kim Sa-rong, who was found dead in February at the age of 24, but claimed their relationship occurred 5 years ago and lasted for about a year when she was of legal age. The age of consent in South Korea is 16. The controversy surrounding Kim So-hoon's relationship with Kim Sa-ron led to brands such as Prada cutting ties with him. Kim Sa-ron's family has not commented on the allegations. Kim So-hoon's lawyers have filed a lawsuit against those involved in a YouTube expose that make the allegations, seeking a $12 billion won, $8.5 million in damages and reporting them to authorities for defamation and violation of the Information Protection Act. Panama's police has denied a request by the judiciary branch to issue a red notice by Interpol for former President Ricardo Martinelli, citing that it is prohibited for refugees or political asylum seekers. Martinelli, who served as president from 2009 to 2014, has been living in Nicaragua's embassy in Panama City since the government attempted to arrest him following a court conviction for money laundering. The Panamanian government has approved safe passage for Martinelli to travel to Nicaragua, where he has received asylum. The rejection is based on Interpol's parameters established in 2014 and reaffirmed in 2017, which prohibits the issuance of red alerts on citizens who are refugees or political asylum seekers. Neither Interpol nor Martinelli's lawyer could be reached for comment, but a spokesman for Martinelli confirmed the rejection on social media. Argentina has requested a significant first disbursement of 40% from a $20 billion program it's negotiating with the International Monetary Fund, IMF. This amounts to around $8 billion is a substantial initial injection to support the country's economy. According to Economy Minister Luis Caputo, Argentina has already met the necessary monetary and fiscal targets, justifying the larger than usual initial disbursement. Typically, first disbursements range between 20% and 30%. The South American country has made notable progress in stabilizing its economy, having eliminated its fiscal deficit and reduced public spending. The government aims to bolster central bank reserves and ease foreign exchange restrictions that hindered business and investment. The proposed 4-year program, which follows a $44 billion program signed in 2018, still requires approval from the IMF Board of Directors. The Argentine government is optimistic about the program's potential to support the country's economic growth and development. To Donald Trump, the U.S. president stated on Saturday that on Sunday that Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky is seeking to withdraw from a critical minerals deal, cautioning that such a move will lead to significant consequences for Ukraine. He's trying to back out of a rare earth deal, and if he does that, it's got some problems, big problems, from Trump told reporters. The U.S. and Ukraine has been engaged in negotiation over critical minerals, particularly rare earth elements, which are vital for defense and technology industry. The deal, seen as a key aspect of bilateral cooperation, will impact Ukraine's economic ties with the United States and its geopolitical stance. Trump further commented on Ukraine's NATO aspirations, stating he wants to be a member of NATO, but he never is going to be a member of NATO. You understand that convicted war criminal Lubanga announces new rebel group in Eastern Congo. A convicted war criminal based in Uganda has announced the formation of a new rebel movement aimed at toppling the government in Eastern Congo's Ituri province, adding another security threat to the already war-torn region. Thomas Lubanga, an Ituri native, declared the establishment of the Convention for the Popular Revolution, CPR, as Congo military grapples with an aggressive offensive by the Rwandan-backed M23 rebels in other parts of eastern Congo. Lubanga was the first person convicted by International Criminal Court (ICC) in 2012 for recruiting child soldiers and was sentenced to 14 years in prison. He was released in 2020 and later appointed by President Felix Tshisekedi to a task force aimed at restoring peace in Ituri. However, in 2022, he was adopted for 2 months by a rebel group, a move he attributes to the government, and has since relocated to Uganda. In written response to Reuters, Lubanga stated that the CPR has both political and military wings with armed men stationed in 3 areas of Ituri. He insisted that achieving peace in the region necessitates an immediate change in governance and government. Although he claimed that the group has yet to engage in military action, it's made unclear how many fighters are under Lubanga's command. Last year, United Nations experts accused him of mobilizing combatants to support a local militia and the M23 rebels. Congo's presidency did not respond to requests for comments on Monday. Ituri has long been plagued by violence from various armed factions. Just last week, Doctors Without Borders reported a renewed spike in atrocities, resulting in over 200 civilian deaths and the displacement of around 100,000 people since the start of the year. Ugandan troops are currently stationed in Ituri to assist the Congolese government in battling Allied Democratic Forces (ADF), an extremist group affiliated with the Islamic State has carried out brutal attacks on villages. The Chinese Foreign Ministry has confirmed that all crew members aboard a Ghanaian registered fishing vessel, which was targeted in a suspected piracy attack, are currently safe. 3 Chinese nationals went missing and were initially believed to have been kidnapped. Speaking at a press conference on Monday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhou Jinkan assured that the situation was under control. Now, Trump discussed productive negotiation on UK-US economic deal. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and US President Trump had a discussion on Sunday evening about advancing the UK-US economic prosperity deal, a Downing Street spokesperson confirmed. The leaders described their talks as productive negotiations and agreed to continue discussions throughout the week. According to a statement from Downing Street, both leaders pledged to remain in close contact in the coming days. Britain is seeking to negotiate a deal with the United States to avoid a wider round of reciprocal tariffs. President Trump recently indicated that he is open to country-specific agreement to bypass U.S. tariffs, but such deals could only be finalized after his administration officially announces new trade levels on April 2. Several countries, including Britain, has approached the U.S. to discuss potential trade arrangements and avoid reciprocal tariffs. Stern stated on Friday. The discussion comes amid heightened global trade tensions, with Britain aiming to secure economic stability and protect key industries from further tariff impacts. Further negotiations between the UK and US trade officials are expected to take place in the coming weeks. Now, that is the end of the world news for today. Before we go, here's a recap of the major stories. Finland president say no serious US discussion on NATO withdrawal. Nigeria Republic withdraws from Lake Chad military force amid security concerns. Convicted war criminal Lubanga announces new rebel group in Eastern Congo. You can follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. I am Abraham Mainajoda. Goodbye.